Okay, hello everyone, and my name is Gene Jenkins, and welcome to the very impromptu SteegCast live lockdown live episode. As you can see, this is not our normal configuration for a podcast episode. We are all actually visible, and we're on Skype doing a conference call. As you may or may not have noticed, there's a pretty nasty virus going around at the time of recording, so we are doing things a little bit differently because we've missed. Well, coming up now, we will be missing two monthly episodes of SteegCast, so it's time to actually get some shit talking done for the good of the planet. So, yeah, here is everyone.
I'm going to hold my hand up to the first one. It was totally my fault that we cancelled the first one. That was, back in late February?
It was a mixture, mind, because we did have the floods as well.
There was the floods too. Yeah.
Crazy floods.
There was the flooding. Storm Dennis.
Feeling a bit poorly, so I didn't want to put Sean's girlfriend in any danger, considering she's pregnant. Congratulations, both of you, on air. But other than that, I'm feeling better now. It's like 2 months later.
Well, that's the thing.
Better by now.
We didn't know if you had the coronavirus. It was early days then. It was before the panic.
Yeah. Before it was just rumored to be in outbreak in China, but it was just a head cold, to be honest with you. You know, it could have been anything, but I'm pretty sure it was just a head cold. I'm fine. I'm good.
What's your body doing, son?
I don't know. I just got out of the shower. See, this is why I'm hidden behind the camera like most of the time.
You're locked down, Barnett.
I've been tempted to, but I don't think I'll grow back. I don't think I'll grow back if I fucking do it, to be honest with you.
I think this is the first bit of SteegCast media you've appeared in. I'm not a fan of being on camera, but I was on the Belgian videos. But you're not in anything at all.
Man, a
the first time anyone's seen your face.
I was hoping I'd get a mask from work, but
Nice. So what are we up to this evening, fine gentlemen? Then, so basically, right, we've never been on. I think a lot of people probably know what we look like. For a lot of people who listen, might not know what we look like. So why don't we introduce each other, introduce ourselves individually, and we'll go around. I've just said I'm Sean. I just opened with that intro, so I'll pass off to, I don't know, shout amongst yourselves, like, what's going on? Who are you?
Who are you people?
So I'm Rich. I'm the one who edits a lot of the things, or most of the things, so yeah, it's my handiwork.
He's the master of ceremonies.
Talented.
Have I done mine already? I think I might have already done.
Actually, you probably did do you, actually. Think about it.
Nice clean shave you got there, guy.
I'm Gareth. I've become sort of the poster boy of stuff online because I'm the only one who'll be in photos or videos. And yeah.
It's the social face of the SteegCast.
How are you cutting your hair these days?
Oh my what?
How are you doing that? How are you?
Oh, I did it myself. It's grown back now, though.
Ah, fantastic, son. Very AFI.
I did it myself. Shaved the sides off and whatnot, you know. I've done a couple of interviews, by the way, in between us doing stuff with some rock bands and whatnot. You might have seen them on the internet.
Is that Alex Collin of the Alex Band of the Collin?
Yeah. One of them is the Collin. Obviously, need no introduction. Everybody knows that song. And another one was an Austrian band called Psycho Village. They were more planned. I had I wouldn't name drop just in case things don't happen, but they were more planned. But obviously, the plug's been pulled on a lot of stuff. There's shows aren't happening, meetups aren't happening, so I can't really tell you about any of that for now, really, until things start happening again, really. But there are other stuff in the pipeline now.
Yeah, we got stuff for later in the year as well. We do have some stuff for later in the year for interviews and such, which is good. Yeah. Hopefully we're not still in this lockdown end of the year.
No.
What type of interviews? Are you just going primarily for like music interviews at the moment, band interviews?
Everything. Notable figures, artists, just people within the media.
The ones we got planned are mainly music related, but we are not limiting ourselves to that. You know, we are going to try and get other people in. Like we do want to branch out, maybe interview some breweries and stuff like that.
Just going to let dog out, excuse me.
So at least we answered that question.
The support so far though on the interview part has been absolutely fantastic. So if anybody's listening, anybody's picked up from the interview on that's incredible, because we have had incredible support from that. So it's been pretty cool, actually.
That's even reached countries where I can't understand what they're talking about. So that's
yeah, all over the world, literally all over the world, from Brazil, Italy, everywhere, pretty much. Germany, Spain, everywhere.
Paris, Brazil.
Okay.
Wuhan, China.
From Paris to Brazil, Wuhan, China.
What about China? I haven't checked. I'll have to possibly, though.
They're not allowed the internet in China. Don't worry about it. We're banned anyway from season 1. Don't know if you remember.
I forgot we were banned in China.
Yeah,
we were talking about skeletons, is it? Is that
skeletons on Magic the Gathering cards and time travel, I believe.
Well, that was the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
the very first, actually. So yeah, that was the episode 0.
Was that a year ago?
Today, boys, and that's not going to be it.
That's fair. I can agree with that.
So I think the first question is, what have we all been doing to deal with the lockdown? I know, Tom, you're still in work. The rest of us are off work or working from home. What have you been doing to pass the time during the isolation? Fucking drop that blast in the mirror.
You fuckers complain. I am going to go spare, by the way.
Good.
I've done a lot of walking. Yeah, walking.
Wait, up and down the stairs?
No. I've mainly been doing all the little skits and sketches on the Instagram page and stuff like that, and logo designs. I've actually utilised my time to use some of the footage that we we had in backlog, I guess.
I think it's been nice. It's been a bit of a pause and a bit of a recharge and a refresh.
Yeah.
In some ways, it's been good.
I've actually felt that during this lockdown, my sort of creativity for things has just risen, just astronomically. Because, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not going out to places every day of the week like I was normally. I'm just here, and I can just kind of have my mind to myself and just go for stuff and think of stuff, and it's been quite nice, to be honest, in that sense. But at the same time, it's been really annoying, especially when the weather's like this. It's stunning, and you can only go to your garden. That's,
The weather has been amazing. That is the one thing. The weather's been fantastic. So,
yeah.
I've essentially been like a recluse for the last 2 years, so I'm just considering that as training for this. I'm perfectly fine with it.
But I have not prepared. You're heavily prepared for this.
Yeah. And, massive thank you to the people that have had the patience. Mostly you two. You've had hella patience with me learning Prem Pro and all this shit doing this. Just gotta say, none of you were fucking shouting at me yet, and that's fantastic.
I'm
not taking any credit for that. I don't know a fucking thing about Premiere Pro.
Everyone starts somewhere, don't they? And to be fair, you've taken to it really quickly. So
tell about your video, Tom. Your slash and hack.
Slash and hack, yeah. Basically, I've been playing this game called Mordhau, and I thought, why not put that to use and try and integrate some Premiere Pro practice in. So I've released a few Mordhau videos. I got a review on the SteegCast YouTube. I don't think any promotion's really been done for that. I'm kind of a just put it there and leave it there kind of guy. I don't want to shove it in everyone's face, but it's there if you want to see it. And also, if you go on my channel, Tom's Escape Plan, there was one I uploaded yesterday, and I'm just going to plug that in real quick.
Nicely done.
Thank you. I've also got a series in the works, so I'm just going to check that in there too.
That is, I know all about this. Yeah. I know something you don't. Yeah, I also started working on a series, something I've been writing for fucking donkey's years. But that involves Tom. That's why it's just reminded me of it. But with this whole Corona thing, that's gone down the shitter as well, because it's loads of voice work that needs to be recorded. So I don't know why I even bothered bringing that up, to be honest. I felt like I should plug something. I feel like I'm missing out.
You've been doing it, it's
I've been heavily working on my website. I've been running a website, blog really, since August 2011, and it's coming up to 9 years, but for the 10 years I wanted it all organized and sorted. So finally turned it into a website, linesinwax.com. Just dropping that out there. Currently porting over like 1,000 different posts and articles over from Blogger manually, and
Yeah,
it's
see how much
driving me
stuff you've got
fucking
on there,
insane.
man. I do not envy that task.
No, see, if I was clever and I moved to like a WordPress or something, anything I could, because basically Blogger and WordPress have export functions. You could export all the data from each post, all the hyperlinks, the music and the text into like Excel format or whatever, and then you can re-upload that into another blog client like WordPress. And a lot of websites run on WordPress, even though they don't look like blogs, they are. But being me, I thought, no, I'll just do it. I'll write HTML by hand, make it look awful with like crappy 90s GIFs and stuff like that. GIF or GIF? There's a question for you. So yeah, I have to move it all manually, bit by bit, because I'm an idiot. And I also realize now, if I wanted to change the theme of the site, how it looks in that, I'd have to do it manually for fucking hundreds of web pages, which is not going to happen. So I'm an idiot. I'm discovering it's like the year 2000 all over again. Anyway, I've rambled enough. Linesinwax.com. What's that? Yeah, Encarta. It is the Encarta of shit music that I've listened to. That's literally it. If I've listened to it, here's the plan. I'm years behind, but if I've listened to it, it's on there. That's the plan. That's the idea. And like Gareth,
as well,
exactly. Gareth, Tom did one years ago, and Gareth has done fucking, I don't know, between 30 and 50.
Yeah,
when we were trying to come at it as like a reviews website, and we were posting on social media every day. This is like between 2015 and 2017. I had a couple of people writing for it. You did the most though, definitely. But yeah, that's all fallen to the wayside. It's just me in my opinion. There we go. Linesinwax.com. Moving on. I'm gonna stop talking now.
On the topic of GIF v GIF, this is something that's debated in work on countless occasions. Apparently, the guy who invented it calls it a GIF, but everyone says he's wrong. And
So
it's GIF.
If it is GIF, then what does JPEG become?
Exactly. That's the point we tried to make.
JPEG.
JPEG. Yeah. But no, it's GIF, definitely GIF, 100% GIF.
It's graphics. GIF.
So it's like the old Sif and Jif bottles, though, isn't it? They had to change it to Sif because that's how people pronounce it in most countries.
Aye, and in some European countries, a GIF is a condom as well.
Christ.
In a jiffy. Haha. Stiffy in a jiffy.
That's why they had to change it. Though. What have you been up to, Engar?
Me?
Yeah.
As I say, it's just been very nice to press the pause button for a bit and just chill out. To be honest with you.
No lifting boxes.
I'm not complaining really. It's just. If anything, I've got the bug to do more creative stuff when life's back to normal now. I'd like to get back into my interviews and stuff, as I said. Yeah. So
what is it? Full factory shutdown? Like you got your 80% or?
Yeah. I don't know how much I'm allowed to speak about, but yeah, it's just the government's mandatory furlough scheme. Yeah, much like everybody else. But I best not say too much on it all. Be honest with you.
There's been some hell of fucking stress and work with me. The social distancing within. I work for those who don't know, I work in like a food warehouse at the 2 meters distance between every customer, only 15 allowed in at once. What? Like there are people there just coughing their lungs up. It's beyond. Like I'm full fucking face mask, full gloves all the time. But I'm the only guy that does that. like no one else is fucking doing it, so I don't know how useful it is.
No.
I don't know. There seems to be a lot of debate on whether masks are useful or not, but it just feels better wearing one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, exactly. But I've noticed that when I wear one, people get scared of me. So they're all like,
"Whoa." Stay away.
Yeah, I was wearing one today, standing outside the tobacco room, and some girl was she was talking to her boyfriend, didn't know I could hear her. She was like, oh, do me a favor, can I go on this side here? I'm a bit paranoid of him over there. And I was standing there full fucking hazmat, like. But the thing is, she was without any PPE whatsoever, so I should have been paranoid of her. You know what I mean? It's kind of the.
Yeah.
I think with the face masks though, it's sort of the thing where if you have coronavirus, you wear a mask to stop you spreading it, sort of thing. I think that's because if you don't have it, wearing a mask really especially the ones that have the air things on it, the spray. That's even worse if you have coronavirus for that, because it's spraying everything out.
Yeah.
The ones that are locked in, they're the best ones, but yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though. I mean, at any time I could have this and be in the incubation period and not know. So I'd rather just be on the side of caution, just
fair.
slam it open.
Because it's skin contact, isn't it?
Pardon?
It's just contact with the skin, not necessarily.
I think it can be transferred via item as well, because like anytime anyone in work hands you something, you've got to put it down. They got to walk away. You got to pick it up, and it's an ordeal. It's a fucking ordeal.
That's a point, actually. When I had my brews delivered earlier, the guy put it on my doorstep, knocked the door, and then stood away from it. And then I answered
Even on the doorstep and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, basically.
I've got a lot of things delivered recently, and they just. I got this door in my living room. It's just who puts a door in a living room, right? But recently, it has become really handy because you can just see, and I'm like, yeah, man, just leave it outside, fam, and it's done. Job done. Yeah, it's been great.
Have you wiping things down? I've seen, say, like deliveries I've had.
Yeah.
I've just been wiping them down with like disinfectant wipes, etc. Or
been opening all the boxes and stuff outside. Just keep it on the cardboard straight in the recycling.
Yeah.
One less thing to worry about.
I actually went bed and just burned all the cardboard.
I've had a lot of garden fires. Yeah, this last week or so.
Now, in this period, you shouldn't actually do any garden fires or barbecues. They tell you not to do it.
I had a barbecue yesterday.
And I did.
Yeah, because of the fumes, people with chest problems will have even more chest problems in your local area, especially if they've got the virus. It actually puts them more at risk with all the smoke and stuff.
Is that genuine? I didn't think of that, to be honest. That
is genuine. I was only told this the other day. I didn't realise, but it's my brother-in-law was telling me.
Shit, son.
We're very lucky that we're in a kind of rural area compared to.
Like I wouldn't be having garden fires in my city centre flat. So
London flat, yeah.
But yeah, we're all quite quiet areas. You're on like a housing estate, Tom, like a posh one, not a council one.
I don't own the house. I'm not a posh bastard.
I don't know why I felt the need to say that. Why I felt the need to clarify. It doesn't matter, does it? But yeah, there's obviously quite a lot of houses there, but everyone seems to be keeping themselves to themselves, I hope.
Yeah. As of now, what is it? The 11th of April today. I don't think we said that. So that's where we stand. There's been a few cases around this area, but nothing absolutely insane yet. But like. Yeah, I just don't particularly want it. You know what I mean?
No, that's it. I mean, I know like the self-isolation is more about like delaying the onset. But yeah, no, I don't fucking want to catch it. It sounds horrendous. Like if you get it proper, it's fucking ridiculous how bad.
Just an heavy cold it is, man. Just an heavy cold.
Yeah, if you get like the bad strain of it, it sounds awful. To be honest. So. Yeah.
Anyway, lighten it up. Let's stop talking about fucking coronavirus.
Yeah.
What's everyone drinking? What's everybody drinking?
So, as I said earlier, I had my brews delivered today. I got the Fallen Brewery New World Odyssey Blonde.
Is it a blonde? Is it a British blonde?
Like a blonde.
Was it a proper blonde?
I will show you the colour and I will let you guess.
Yeah, it looks kind of blonde to me. It's got a little bit of haze.
It looks like a Grimbergen, Rich. You know the Grimbergen you can get?
Yeah.
Am I on the right lines or not?
Nope, nothing like them.
No, colour-wise it looks like,
To be fair, it's not a bad drink. It tastes nice, but...
It could be a blonde ale, though. It doesn't specify, does it?
It just says blonde.
Fucking like, kick off, Rich.
Like, I don't even know if this is... So, I was assuming it was British, but it's not.
What is it then? It's not British?
The great journey continues. We started in the Czech Republic and moved on to the USA.
Interesting.
So, Czech American.
Okay. That's interesting.
I got this. I don't know what it is. I bought it for cheap in work because it was reduced. It's all right. I'm also being a bit of a dickhead. I got one of these, and you lot can't stop me from using it today. So there we are.
I'll sort your lungs right out. Don't you worry about
it. Yeah.
Bit of vape. I like my vape. I gave up my vape before all this kicked off. Thinking I was making me cough horrendous. Even when I changed the coils and stuff, it was
Yeah, I heard the cigars are better for you.
Cigars are I don't inhale cigars, so all I have to worry about is
cancer.
Exactly just the mouth cancer. That's all I need to worry about. And I unfortunately can't afford to smoke cigars every day, so I think one a week is an absolute maximum. One a week. I don't think it's gonna kill me. If it does, then that's really unlucky. But yeah, I got loads of cigars in, man, because it's like I got to do something. You know what I mean? I got it. That's not like just something to keep you sane, you know. Spend like an hour or two a week just on your Todd, just not doing anything, just relaxing. It's great, man.
And these people haven't got this. What are you drinking, Gab? Before I move on to that,
it needs no introduction, really. My personal favourite of all time, the blanched de Namur, or they don't say the day when I order it in places like Amsterdam and stuff. They just say Blanche Namur, like that. But it's brewed in Belgium, and even though it's brewed in Belgium, when you're in Belgium, it's actually quite hard to get, and not everywhere's got it.
As we covered in the Belgium vlog.
Is it like a Foster's
on our YouTube?
Like a shit Foster's in Belgium? Is it? They just like we don't want that.
No, it's actually won awards. It's won the World Beer Awards for best wheat beer and stuff.
It is a cheap beer as far as Belgian beers go, but there are much beers in Belgium.
Well,
some of them
I visited one of my favourite pubs last time I was in Amsterdam, and I explained that one of the main reasons I go to that pub is because they sell that. And the proprietor, he was like, really? He was like, really? It's a cheap beer. He was like, and I was like, yeah, I know, but we can't get it back home, and I really like it. And he was like, yeah, but like, it's a cheap beer. And I was like, I know it's a cheap beer, but I really like it. And like, when you can't get certain things where you are, you know, that's how it is. I'm aware it's a cheap beer, but it's fantastic.
I was looking
to the Old Nickel in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Cup of beer, don't stay overnight.
Yeah, I was looking the other day at Renee Blonde. Remember them from obviously also in the vlog. I was looking to see if there was anywhere now that I could order their beers, like online or something, to see if I could get them. They still don't ship to the UK, and like their beers are only available in Belgium, and I think one place in Holland. I think that's it. I was like,
come back, son.
I have to.
Very small operation going on there, you know.
Well, yeah, but they sponsor like sports teams and stuff, so like it can't be that small, surely.
That's a good segue. There's no sports over this period, so I imagine all the angry Stella drinking husbands going stir crazy in their houses. There's not enough Coronation Street reruns to keep it going. So
you were saying that
being cut down shortly.
Oh, I don't know where I cut that.
It's been rationed. Whereas like there were like 5 corries on a week, and now it's like 3 or something.
They lowering it down even further because obviously they can't film now. Whereas like working on Corrie as an actor is a full-time job. So like now where they can't film, they're gonna ration Corrie. Whether or not they'll have a break in Corrie for the first time ever, and EastEnders and stuff too. It's ridiculous.
They've got enough to tide themselves over for quite a while.
Of course they
keep doing it as they are playing it.
If you go from 96 episodes a week to 1 a week, we might be all right.
They could go full CGI.
Yeah, do a trailer park boys. Coronation Street, the animated series, like Ken Barlow in space. They'll have all these old characters back from the dead.
John, that was actually teased about for an April Fool's joke. They did a trailer of Corrie the animated series.
Should have done it.
I don't know if you've seen that, but or you just going on, you know, speculation.
I was on a mad tangent, but yeah, they should definitely do that.
For an April Fool's joke, they made a trailer for an animated series of it, and fans took so well to whether they actually want an animated series to happen from it.
Can't argue with that. They should do it. They should do it. I wouldn't watch it, but they should do it.
Wrestling is in the same boat as well, because like they constantly run every week and do live shows every week. But now because of this, they've had to stop, and they've had like WWE and AEW have filmed in secret locations, well, not so secret locations, to pull them out. But now, like the states that they're in have said, "Nah, you're not doing any more," and they backlogged like a load. They filmed a load and kept them back to put out. But this could be the first time in so long that they haven't aired something weekly constantly. The WWE anyway. But what you were saying about the Stella drinking abusers or whatever, there is actually an increase in domestic abuse in all this.
That's right.
I imagine there would be.
It was on the news, yeah.
I saw about this. Rihanna's donated like millions of dollars to like a domestic abuse charity. In light of this, increased domestic abuse stuff that's going on.
I just want to say that I haven't seen the news. I avoid every news. I did not know that this was happening when I said that. Fuck. Never mind.
Yeah. Just don't drink Stella and everything will be fine.
Exactly right there. On fighting talk though, apparently I got told the other day that Dana White, who runs the UFC, is on about buying an island and pretty much setting up his own Tekken, King of Iron Fist.
Yeah. Apparently that's been shot down now, isn't it? And they told him to like wise the fuck up and not do it.
But people die over there, man.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if it's his own island, could he make his own laws and be like, it's fine?
I don't know. Is murder illegal anywhere in the world that isn't at war? Is it like a general place where murder is legal?
You mean outside of the Clinton administration?
Yeah, you know what I mean. All jokes aside, and like all corrupt countries aside, where they say it's not legal, but it actually is, depending on who you know. Is murder generally legal anywhere in the world?
They'll have to find some way.
Decide.
They'll have to find some way because they got to throw a guy into a volcano at the end of it, haven't they? So.
Of Tekken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's a Tekken joke? Sorry.
That was terrible. Tekken's awful.
Murder.
Oh my god.
Eddie Gordo spamming the circle button all the way to the fucking game, top king of the fucking hill.
Kazuya's the one you want to spam, but with a spinning kick.
What? Yoshimitsu, like constantly trying to stab someone but failing because it takes so long to do. Yeah, I've played Tekken in years.
It's fantastic, Tekken is. Tekken Tag though, Tekken Tag's where it's at.
Oh, see, I think they're awful. I think Tekken Tag is terrible.
No way.
Yeah, it's the worst of the Tekken. Worst of the Tekken. Yeah.
Apparently, murder itself is a legal term indicating the taking of a life outside of the law. So it's always illegal. So killing someone might be illegal somewhere, but murder is killing someone outside of the law.
Okay. Right. I'm with you. Murder. I see. Excellent. Excelente. I've been going full off the deep end. I've installed Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, and it is hard to look at. It's been rebuilt in the Unity engine, so you can literally put good graphics mods on it. It makes it more playable. The game map, this is the only reason I actually went back, the game map is bigger than Great Britain. It is fucking massive. So, yeah, it is.
I've seen a lot of that creeping up on Reddit, actually. It's just come from nowhere, Daggerfall, funny enough.
It's because it's been someone, not nothing to do with Bethesda, someone has completely rebuilt it in a different engine. So now it's free to play. It's been free to play for ages, but it's free to play and it's actually stable. You don't need DOSBox or a DOS emulator to run it. You can literally just run it on Windows or any operating system that you may or may not like. And you can install graphics mods and stuff. So it's basically doing what any other, all the Elder Scrolls and anything Bethesda is heavily modded these days. The fan community keeps it running. So this Daggerfall's fan come into
Yes, Skyrim Together is.
Yeah, I've seen that. That looks insane. It almost tempted me to play Skyrim again. But
apparently the quests don't work though, so you're pretty much just running around.
Yeah.
Holding hands.
That's understandable. Daggerfall is an unforgiving 90s DOS-based RPG. It is ridiculously hard. I don't recommend it to anybody unless you really like Elder Scrolls. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother. That's just what I've been playing. I don't usually play games, so I just thought I'd drop that in there.
Doom.
Oh yeah, the new Doom's out now. Christ, Doomgasm.
Doomgasm.
Oh, but it's fantastic. I've completed an Ultra Violence straight off. Like took me a while, but good game. There's a mode called Ultra Nightmare, and I imagine you remember how hard that Nightmare mode was in the old ones.
Nightmare is impossible.
But Ultra Nightmare is you got to do it all in one go, and if you die, you go back to the start. Like
that's just torture, isn't it?
It is torture, real big torture. I don't think I can do it. I'll be honest with you. The Icon of Sin as well. Like, you can't do that in one fucking life. Like it's not gonna happen.
Icon of Sin, that's a boss in the original game. Is it like a remaster then? Or is it the new one? Or is it?
I think it's a soft reboot. I think that's what they call it.
All right. So does the new Doom that came out in like 2016, is that part of this? Or
yeah.
Is it...
Yeah, it's just a continuation from there, and they've even wrapped up the old ones in it. Like the icon of sin is the betrayer who is a Sentinel's son. He tried to bring him back to life by selling out his teammates, and they turned his son into this fucking icon of sin business thing. Very nerdy, son. Very fucking nerdy.
Have they still got those like walking spiders and stuff like that? My dog's going mental.
Oh, the walking spiders are the bane of my existence. Yeah.
Dog's going mad, son.
Can you hear them on the microphone? I was wondering if they because they got this thing on it. I was wondering if you could hear them.
They're not too loud.
Not too loud, man.
You're playing fuck.
It's not a problem.
I'm ordering a kebab on the slide here a minute. I'll be with you now. Please continue the conversation. It's delicious. I'm having a delicious. Joe's having a kebab. Yeah, please continue without me as I do
Joe's
this.
vegan, vegetarian. No, you're a vegetarian. Joe's not.
I'm a vegetarian. Joe is not a vegetarian.
My light has just died. Hang on. Oh, fuck.
Technical issues.
His light's gone all funny. And why is his light gone all funny?
Ghosts.
Oh, that must be the only rational explanation.
What are you ordering all together then, son?
Rich, what's your t-shirt say?
Huh?
I got a 9-inch Mexican chili computer. God, Jesus. Oh, wow.
Any sides, son?
Yeah, large chips, salt and vinegar, pot of garlic sauce, 9-inch Mexican chili, small chicken sheesh, garlic sauce, all salad. Yeah, man.
How's the delivery time looking?
50 minutes, apparently. It's never that long, though. They're usually really cool. This is a plug out. Shout out to the original Dragon from Troy Drew, now called Family Kebab. Well worth a wank if you're into kebabs and in the local area. There we go.
Can't complain. I've had a couple of deliciouses from there. Can't complain.
It's good. It's all right. It's all right. Worked for them for many years. Transaction failed. Invalid request. Fuck's sake. Payment successful.
Why is Richard gone all cloudy looking now then?
My light's gone off.
He's transcended this mortal coil.
So it's gone from looking really high end to looking quite terrible with due respect.
Thanks, man.
What did you do?
Being honest.
So I made a beer order as well from Beers of Europe. We had a massive Christmas haul from there once. It was banging. For some reason I just bought all doubles and browns, Belgian stuff, and a couple of stouts, which is so fucking sunny outside. I don't want to drink any of it.
Are you doing a gang order?
A gang, like together?
Yeah.
Nah, because I got no way of getting the beers to these guys. I thought about asking, but I thought, well, how the hell am I going to get Burroughs beers to him now?
I've got an essential workers ticket, I heard.
Well, so you're allowed to go.
What's that look like?
Just a bit of paper from a government. Boris like, yeah, you can go outside, man. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I go on from via email because we do a lot of finance stuff, but yeah, I'm still working from home.
It's handy for when you're in your car, no? Oh, I suppose it is on your phone.
Oh, shit.
Every time I've gone out in the car, not that I've been out a lot, we've been back and forth to the hospital because of the baby, and we've been up to get shopping and stuff from different, like we've done shopping orders in conjunction with Joe's parents and with my parents, and we've gone out to collect our goods and stuff. Just a legal disclaimer. There's loads of people around, you know. There's still plenty. Yeah. It's obviously not the same volume as there was, but it's not like a total fucking deadlock. Because I'm sure you know, because you're working. But like, it's still plenty of people around, people driving about and shit. Like, you know.
There was a couple. Was there a customer today that there's queues outside of work that someone said they were waiting an hour, and they just wanted one pack of fags. It's a university challenge last night.
My light is dead.
Which three-letter word is commonly referred to as the bird family Paradae? Tit is correct.
What the fuck?
We should just play charades, I think, for the next fucking quarter of an hour. Or I don't know how long we've been.
Sneaking charades. I reckon we've been about half hour, easily.
I can only apologise for my my batteries dying in this.
It's not so bad, but it's not so bad. Don't worry about it.
Oh, Tiger King.
Yeah, I've been watching that.
Tiger King's fantastic.
I noticed something about Tiger King. Both of those words are a form of prawn.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Can you explain upon that?
Big brain, tiger prawn, king
Tiger
prawn.
King prawn, yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah, of course.
King Prawn was a fantastic dub reggae ska band from London.
Oh, I remember them, mate.
Yeah, the single, the dominant review. No. Yeah, they were terrible. No, they were pretty cool, but you know, that music has kind of gone off with the turn of the 2000s, isn't it? You know, ska.
What's Big Red doing?
Milk. I've basically rewatched all of Peep Show from start to finish.
I don't know.
Highly recommend doing it. Has anyone not seen Peep Show and Out of the Steeks?
I don't like it.
What?
It's like it.
How do I like it?
It's a fucking dated reference. No, that is.
It is, but that better?
Two fucking kids outside playing. I'm going to call a fucking police on them now.
Have a word.
I've seen Peep Show and Mitchell and Weblaw.
Are we the baddies?
Yeah, Mitchell and Webb.
I don't like the. I don't know. Some of the sketches are funny, but then there's others where I'm just thinking, nah, and I don't really like them like as people, like when they're on TV shows and stuff, like panels, and then they don't write most of their own things, which I find annoying. Because I prefer comedians that have.
Frankie Boyle and co have a writing team. Frinkle Winkle.
I don't know about Frankie Boyle.
Frankie Boyle has a co-writer, but he does do writing as well.
You can write.
Frankie Boyle has a lot of books. They're all really good. Just throwing that out there.
I don't know why I don't get on with Frankie Boyle myself. He's good for the shock factor, but that's about it really.
Oh, he's great.
More of a Theo Von guy. I might be watching a lot of comedians actually. I got the Tiger Belly. We got Bobby Lee going on. We got fucking Fighter and the Kid, Brandon Schwab, Theo Von, fantastic, hilarious. I think you might like Theo Von. He's very very fluid with his words.
Yeah, Frankie Boyle, but because I went to see him in Cardiff years back, and
I was there.
It's brilliant. His live show is fantastic.
Just like the DVD, really.
Yeah.
Only you struggle to hear what he's saying because of the microphone in real life. All you hear is the fucking birthday party, and like everyone laughs, and you're like, but yeah, it's kind of like that.
Like that, yeah. No, it's not that I haven't laughed at him. He's a funny guy, but you know, I watched Sonic last night.
Any good?
The Jim Carrey movie.
You know what? I turned my brain off and I fucking enjoyed it. I did.
I think, you know, I don't see any problem with films like that where you just watch it and it's just popcorn for your brain. I don't see any problem with them, like myself.
Pacific Rim, Godzilla, King Kong, all like that. Brilliant when you were.
Like I have a guilty pleasure for the Fast and Furious films.
Oh, son, terrible.
But like I don't like that. I don't rate them as like these cinema, you know, brilliant pieces of cinema at all. But they're just like popcorn flicks.
I do that, but it's with like the trauma, like exploitation, just splatter bollocks. You know what I mean? Rather than the
Toxies, son.
Toxie and all that shit. Yeah, that's my. Let's watch something. If we're gonna watch something terrible, let's watch something that was designed to be terrible. Like that's the way my mind goes with it.
I watched a terrible horror film the other day, actually, with Erin Moriarty in it from The Boys.
What was the name of the film?
Who's he? Which one's he?
She, Erin Moriarty, the girl who plays
I've never heard of him.
Star. What's her name?
Never heard of him, son.
Oh, stuff. Yeah.
I cannot remember the name of the film, but basically the premise is they move into this new house and there's a really mentally ill guy who still lives in like the walls and stuff.
What?
It was a pretty bad film. But
there's a difference between bad horror and exploitation. Like bad horror, there's so much crap horror movies out there that are just bad because they failed to be a good film. Whereas on the other hand, you have like the films which are designed to exploit the baser instincts of nudity, of gore, of splatter, of like shock value, and they're done on purpose to be that way. There's a difference. There's so much shit horror, and people go, "Oh, have you seen this horror movie?" I'm like, "No, it sounds fucking terrible. I don't know. I want to watch that. That sounds like absolute fucking trash."
It's It's called Within, by the way.
That was a hipster answer. I can only apologise for. It's
But the Evil Dead kind of crosses that, because the first one was meant to be serious, but they realised they were getting more laughs, so they just went full fucking blown comedy.
They did the Tommy Wiseau, did they? You're like, oh yeah, it was meant to be like that all along. I've not seen Evil Dead. I'm sitting here spouting all this shit about these types of films, and I have not seen that. I need to watch it.
Even the series on Netflix, but it's fucking brilliant, fantastic.
I need to get on it. I do need to get on that. The Evil Dead.
It's good, yeah. It's good.
It was good, yeah. Yeah, Christ, aye.
Aye.
Oh, so that was the cancelled podcast. Let's actually touch on that a little bit. We had the podcast that we were planning to record, because we believe it or not, we do plan things. It was like, I can't even think of a title for it, but it was basically we were having like five films each, and we were going to discuss those films. It wasn't like.
Wasn't
favorite? Was it 5? 3.
No,
Three. With an honourable mention.
And an honourable mention. And the idea it was just to widen the net, as it was, because I'd watch things that Richard would never watch, and Richard watches things that I would never watch. Same with expand that by 4 to everybody. So that was the kind of idea behind it, and it was more about films you wanted to talk about rather than your favourite films, I guess. But yeah, that was the last pod. That was the cancelled pod. I don't know if you're gonna. If it's worth mentioning anything off that, or just to save it for the next, whenever the next podcast is going to be. I don't know. Kind of fucked our schedule right up, all this super inconvenient death and destruction. Yeah.
Write in the comments below on YouTube if you want to see that episode.
No one's going to write in the comments.
Did you watch, sorry for spoilers, but did you watch Mulholland Drive afterwards, Rich? Did you make it any further?
This is my favourite bit.
So I fell asleep watching it.
What did I do, son?
What part did I get to? Silence. So it was the lesbian bit.
Nice.
Oh,
I know why you fell asleep after that.
I was exhausted.
So what about when he saw that face that he wished he never after seeing real life, and then he saw that face? What about that?
So confused. I was like,
how terrifying was that face, though?
I like. But it had nothing to do with anything. It was just there. And then they never said anything about it again.
I haven't seen the whole film.
That's a fair point.
That's a
You're not wrong, but you haven't seen the whole film.
That's the thing with a lot of Lynch stuff, though. None of it makes sense. And even at the end, it kind of ties together, but it really doesn't.
Just leave out that one piece or two that, even though you can spend years talking about it, you can never figure it out, and that's infuriating. Yeah, it's so awesome at the same time.
And then that guy in like the directors meeting with the coffee, and then the director with the golf club. I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like,
the guy with the coffee is Angelo Badalamenti, the guy who did the music for the film and all of Twin Peaks. Yeah, I'm a Lynch nerd, as you could probably.
He's got a napkin.
Yeah, but then that guy constantly has a golf club. But why? He literally carries it everywhere he goes. Like, I did like the Billy Ray Cyrus cameo, though. I thought that was fucking fantastic. I did not expect that at all.
Where does Billy Ray Cyrus come into it?
You know the guy. The guy with the golf club when he goes home and his wife's shagging another guy.
Oh shit!
That's Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah.
Fucking paint everywhere.
Yeah. I can't even think of that actor's name. Justin Theroux? No, guy with the director.
It is
guy.
Justin Theroux, yeah.
Him, is it?
David Theroux's brother.
There's no relation, is there? Surely not.
Cousin. It's a relation. Definitely a relation.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Cousin.
He also did the voice of the Tramp in the live-action remake of Lady and the Tramp, which we watched because we now have Disney. Now I have Disney Plus in this house, so all the terrible Disney movies coming my way.
You pay him for that?
Yeah, man.
I think it's his brother, actually.
Domestic Life. Hey,
can anybody find out for me?
I'm gonna find out right now.
You have 3 PCs in your vicinity, and you're paying for Disney Live, Disney Plus.
Brother?
Yeah, man, I don't advocate piracy in any way, shape, or form. To be honest,
you're a madman, son.
I have a kind friend that has given me a profile on his Disney Plus, so I'm using that.
Oh, you can Netflix it now.
Yeah.
There's a Simpsons exclusive coming on Disney Plus, and like a Maggie special, isn't it?
Really?
Really?
Maggie's own like spin-off. Yeah,
That sounds highly exploitative.
it's just one show, like not a series. It's just one episode thing.
Yeah, so it's his cousin. You're right, Gar.
Oh, there we go,
Is
cousin.
it actually?
I'm looking at the Daily Mirror article. I hope my cousin marries Jennifer Anderson, says Louis Theroux.
Why did you say that?
No fucking idea. He probably didn't even say it if it's in the Mirror. But
I don't think he said it. That's fake news. That is fake news.
Trump is. I don't know how fucking true this is, but he's on about pardoning Joey Exotic. Is that right?
here's a
Did
question.
he say
for you.
that?
Who's Joey Exotic?
Yeah, Joe Exotic
King.
is Tiger King.
Oh, he's in prison, is he? Right, okay.
Yeah,
How many years has he got then, son? In prison?
he's in the county jail. They're going on 72 years because of Carol Baskin, that fucking bitch.
3 years, is it?
I don't know. It's high. It's a high number, like 72. Fucking, it's up there, like.
Or he's got a long sentence then.
Yep.
And that's for conspiracy to kill Carol. Because I haven't seen the full thing yet. I've only seen 3 episodes. That's for conspiracy to kill Carol Baskin, is it?
It's complicated.
Right.
Very
I thought
complicated.
I thought a lot of it was to do with the animal rights things as well, and the way he was keeping them and stuff. Because they made that illegal, I think, now, haven't they?
Have they?
I don't know. I don't think it was legal anyway, was it? Properly, like, but
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know.
I don't want to spoil a few, but very entertaining show. Absolutely shit TV, but it's great. Great.
Was Trump just like, I love that show, I'm gonna pardon him? Was he just like that? Just 'cause
Yeah.
Gives you a
Very
fucking
good friends with Tiger
quick,
King.
like, gives you a quick look into the important issues in the White House today, doesn't it? He's sitting around watching fucking Tiger King on,
Yeah.
Netflix. Like,
he also
great.
said about the coronavirus thing. Sorry to go back to it, but like the health organization in America issued like everyone's got to wear masks, and then Trump came out and said, "I'm not wearing a mask."
I don't wear masks. I don't believe in masks.
Yeah, but I'll tell you something about it, is that Trump wanted a lockdown in. It weren't very long after it started at all. I thought Gareth's room's on fire then, but not long after it started at all. And the World Health Organization told him not to, and he followed their orders. And if he did shut down when he wanted, then he would have been okay. I don't like Trump, but
Sounds like you do, son.
I'm not a Trump supporter. I tell you how
All
much.
right, I know.
Yeah.
Tom, you haven't seen any of the new Curb Your Enthusiasm, have you?
No.
Oh, there's a heavy Trump reference in it with Larry's got the hat and everything. Oh, you need to watch it. Honestly, it's very good.
He's
Probably
not
one of the best
is
seasons
he?
of it so far. Without doubt, one of the best seasons of it so far, son.
I'll get into that. I will. I've been watching Picard. That's what I've been catching up on.
What do you make
Engage.
of that?
Okay.
What episode do you want?
Please, no spoilers for the ending. I haven't watched it.
I haven't seen all of Picard. No, I haven't seen all of them yet.
Just finished episode 10. Like you said, so I come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't really discuss it given that not everyone's gone to the end, but I enjoyed it overall. I didn't dislike it. It's like one of the guys I work with. He put it pretty well when he said the pacing was just off, whereas at the beginning it was quite slow, and then like the last like 4 episodes, it just ramped right up. With,
Yeah.
It was just like not even. It wasn't evenly spread. It just kind of everything just happened at once, sort of thing.
I was watching old clips from Next Generation though, and comparing that to STD and Picard, they could be two completely different franchises. Everything has just completely changed.
That's why I haven't watched Discovery, and I still haven't watched Picard, even though I wanted to.
A lot of people complain about the new Star Trek because they swear in it.
Yeah,
That's one thing a lot of people complain about. But I'm of the belief that doesn't really matter because, if anything, it adds more realism. But it's just, I don't know.
The reality of the situation is that there's different standards for television now than there was, 30 years ago. Everyone wants fucking, series is released at once and massive explosions and a huge movie budget for TV, even when TV was completely different to film. And now it's like essentially 10-hour movie, isn't it? These days.
If I could just pitch in, there, you may enjoy it, you may not enjoy it. The series Modern Family recently just ended, and some say that was the last scheduled TV sitcom to end like that because everything else is purely all in one now. Because Modern Family was obviously broadcast weekly or whatever.
Simpsons.
Now that's ended. They say that's the last of that kind of show now. and I think there's some truth to that.
What, comedy or?
No, just in general.
Oh, you mean live action? Yeah.
As in that was a weekly broadcasted show. You know, everything else is just here it is.
No, Picard was weekly.
Okay.
Picard's weekly, as far as I was aware.
And wasn't Mandalorian as well? Well,
Mandalorian.
It's not a sitcom, but yeah, you know what I mean. They still do it. They just do it on streaming platforms.
Sitcom wise, at least then. Sitcom wise, at least they go with.
TV wise, like.
Yeah, TV wise.
Yeah, I think
Mandalorian. Everyone's like Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda. Actually, he's not called Baby Yoda. Oh, I want a Baby Yoda. Yeah, he's not actually called Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda. That's the show.
Again, I was gonna watch that, and I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched Mandalorian.
I just can't be bothered. Man.
Watched about 4 episodes. I gotta say, it's like a Western vibe, and I loved it. Like, but I kind of just totally lost interest after about 4 episodes. Might go back to it. Who knows? But
yeah, I mean, Star Wars did have that kind of vibe initially. You know, it was all like sand planets and like old kind of technology, even though it was all in space. You know what I mean? And like everything looks rickety as fuck, doesn't it? Like all the moisture farms and the spaceships, like the Millennium Falcons, are shit heap. You know what I mean? Everything looks like it could fall apart. Like just look at Boba Fett. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, it does kind of. It definitely works as like a space western. Obviously, now they've expanded it so much, it's just horrendous. But yeah, let's not talk about new Star Wars.
I haven't seen any of the new movies, to be honest with you. Don't care.
I haven't seen the latest one. I won't watch it either. I'm not going to see it. So.
More of a Trekkie son, no? Like do.
Oh, it's fair enough. It's understandable. A bit more intelligence to Star Trek, I think. I prefer Star Wars, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, I think Star Trek goes a bit more into
philosophy.
Like, philosophy, politics of the interwar, and like, you know, everything is maybe not so much now. I don't know. I don't watch it anymore. But like
Discovery
back in the old day,
Discovery season 2 was really good. Like I really enjoyed
space maggots or whatever. Isn't it? Do they call tardigrades?
Yeah.
yeah.
And I thought season 2 was really good. And it kind of I don't know, explains the how would you put it? Like how they hide technology, basically, is without spoiling anything, I guess. How they how Starfleet buries things and all that stuff, like
the darker sides to Federation.
And the whole thing with Pike seeing his future was horrifying. I was just like, oh fuck, you know.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Beep, beep.
End up in the contents of a space wasp's stomach, did he? That was a Futurama reference there. Everyone has possibly missed. There we go. Speaking of fucking amazing television shows, I've mentioned this to Steegans many times, but I've never mentioned it on any cast or anything like that. I've been in love with this HBO show called The Deuce, which nobody has seen. What, The Deuce? That's exactly my reaction when I saw the title of the show. Yeah, no one is talking about it at all, ever. It's like, I don't even know if it's aired in this country. It's
went off radar, son. It was very much off radar.
Massively off radar. And which is fair, because there's a lot of HBO stuff that does go off radar. Loads of it. Especially
that's
David
that show with that fella in it, isn't it?
Well, this is it, isn't it? This is it, right? It's got James Franco in it. So you'd think, like, it's James Franco with the creators of The Wire. You think it'd be fucking big news, but just fucking no one's fucking seen it. But, like, I just want to drop that in, because I think it's one of the best TV shows in the last 5 years, in my opinion. It's about New York and prostitution and porn and drugs and shit. Yeah, it's gritty as fuck, man. It's proper grim. It's 10 out of 10.
Any comedy in it, or is it just full? Yeah,
it's comedy because it's like it starts in the 70s with like pimps and shit. So it's like they're all like, "Damn, cracker ass motherfucker, I'm gonna fuck." You know, it is hilarious, but like it's not. Yeah, it's like it's a serious show, but obviously there's moments of comedy in it. Like, you know, there aren't things that are like played for laughs, but like there's obviously funny scenes and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's worth a watch. It is well worth a watch. It's changed my opinion completely on James Franco. You really have. Like,
he's a good actor, man.
He's fucking great.
As I said to Rich before, I really enjoyed the one where they kind of go back to the JFK assassination. That was fantastic.
1940.
Whatever the date was. The show is whatever that date was. I don't know what the date was, but that's the title of the show.
It's based on the book, isn't it?
Yeah. You've got the book in your house. I've seen it.
Yeah, my dad's read it.
Yeah, I've seen it there on the shelf, funny enough, on the old downtown shelf. Great show that was, though. I really enjoyed that.
BoJack's
the mini-series it was.
Oh, yeah, BoJack Horseman. 10 out of 10. Again, I think there's a very funny, because I'm glad that you kept harping on about Secretariat, because it's very relevant by the end of the season.
Killed himself, didn't he? Jumped off the bridge.
Well, yeah, Secretariat did, yeah, absolutely. But that it's such a small detail in the whole thing of it. But you've picked up on that and been joking about it for years. But now anyone who's seen the end of BoJack Horseman will realize the significant weight of that scene. So yeah, I'm glad you kept on about that, because it kept it fresh in my head. So when I see
yeah. But I thought, for me, I thought it was quite a standout scene. A lot of people just totally blinked and missed it and don't even remember that happening. But for me, that was quite a standout scene.
Very, very, very important scene.
I got sorry to jump in, guy. It was 11/22/63. I don't know why I thought it was 1942. No reason.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know what you would think about it when you were saying about it. Like, 20 years too early for Kennedy.
I know, yeah.
Great show that was, though.
It was a good show, yeah.
I think, but with BoJack Horseman, I think there's a mixed appreciation in the Steegs for old BoJack. I think it's probably, I would go as far to say, is it's the best animated show I've ever seen. Simpsons is a contender.
Yeah. It's got an air of desperation and depression to it, and I think that's just like, you don't get that in anything else. It's like, I can't explain it really, but yeah.
I just like Will Arnett, man. Will Arnett's brilliant. Arrested Development, like he's all the way through. He's fucking cracking. But BoJack, there was another show he'd done. It was all right. He was a bit like the depressed man living in super poshville in that, but BoJack was great, especially the upcoming the last episodes. They were fucking mind blowing. Like, I'm gutted the way it actually ended though.
So did it get cancelled and they had to wrap it up quickly, or was it like?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. They cancelled it, so they managed to negotiate a slightly longer season. Like the split a season into 2 parts thing that everyone seems to do. They did that. So they had like a 16-episode season at the last one. Basically, it ended a season early. If you speak to like people, they had to wrap it up. Like, oh, fuck it needs to finish. But they didn't get cancelled, as in it just stopped. That would have been infuriating, absolutely infuriating. But yeah, it got cancelled and they wrapped it up extra fast, essentially. But I think the ending they had was the ending they were working towards, most def.
Can we say what it is?
I don't know. It depends on what the others think. I know Richard doesn't watch BoJack, but Burra, I don't know.
I'm way behind on it.
Might be tricky.
We leave it for now. That's all right.
I only watched the first season, I think.
It's good, man. I would have been happier if it ended an episode before that it did.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. I agree with you, to be honest. The penultimate episode is... but, like, if you watch BoJack, though, the penultimate episode of each season is always the big one, isn't it? It's always the one where all the fucking shit happens. And then, like, the last episode of each season is kind of like... you kind of see what's happening afterwards. And I don't suppose there's any reason to break that format moving forward, even if it was the finale. It would have been a much more bang of... I can't go into it because, but yeah, we could expand on that, but maybe one day.
It's more realistic the way it did end, though. I gotta say, as compared to real life, like as close to real life as a talking horse can get,
Show about a talking horse, one of the most realistic shows I've ever seen. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Have any of you watched Final Space on Netflix, the second season of that?
That show gets me every time.
So good. It's such a good show. Well, cartoon, like it's great. I eagerly await season 3. Like,
I was just expecting it to be like slapstick shit all the way through, but shit, it gets fucking deep. Like,
yeah,
deep space, son.
Giving Who a body was probably one of the best things they've ever done in that show, because he was hands down the best character in the second season.
Yeah, man. He has his little love affair with the fucking AI.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Like, definitely worth checking out.
Redonkulous.
Taste is warm.
It's fucking boiling.
Absolutely boiling, man.
So yeah, I think that's going to be it from us. Hopefully you've enjoyed this hour-long rant of sorts about TV shows and stuff.
No catch up, really,
Yeah, just to take people's minds off the shit that's going outside their front door, I guess. So it's been an escape. So thanks for joining us, and we hope to get a proper episode out next month. But obviously, nothing is certain in this world at the minute. But we'll let you know. Until then, keep an eye out on our YouTube for some stuff. Keep an eye out on our Instagram for some new sketches, which we'll be pushing out as well. Tom has also got some videos coming out on his YouTube channel, Tom's Escape Plan. And I actually will be featuring in a couple of my friends' videos on his YouTube channel, JMT Plays, where we're doing a GeoGuessr video where we've been dropped in random places in the UK and guess where we are. So, yeah.
That sounds cool. Is there any way we could do that? Not to steal thunder, but sometime in the future with SteegCast, I'd like to do that.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. Yeah, so that's goodbye from me.
Bye from me.
No.
Yeah, man. Have a good one. Take it easy. Stay safe.
Thank you.